We welcome you back to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. Game 2 on deck between Carson-Newman and UVA Wise as the Cavaliers trying to go for a sweep while the Eagles trying to salvage a split. Sierra Rogers takes to the circle for Carson-Newman in game number 2. And we are underway with a first pitch ball at 3:27 p.m. Rogers deals on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. Just a couple of changes for Carson-Newman. Ruthie Allen is behind the plate, catching for the Eagles. And Rogers, of course, in the circle, deals low for a ball, and it's 2-1. Rogers, 3.00 ERA. She is the South Atlantic Conference Pitcher of the Week this week. The 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. And Rogers, aside from the free passes, she's been pretty much unhittable. Opponents hitting .093 off of her over the last 2 games. Jenna McDermott was 0 for 3 with a run scored in game 1 for the Highland Cavaliers in that 5-2 win. She sits on a pitch low to load the count at 3-2. The payoff pitch. Hit foul to keep the count loaded up. Three balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, McDermott. Hitting .418 this year for the Highland Cavaliers. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Rogers pumps it past her. And Sierra Rogers logs her 78th strikeout of the season to put her away. Brings up Long, who takes low for a ball. 1-0. Kara Long, 2 for 4 in game 1, lone multi-hit effort of the day. She fouls off the second pitch, 1-1. One out and the base is empty. Top of the first inning. Gray jerseys for the Cavs, with a red and white stripe up the back of the jerseys in the middle, the 1-1. That misses outside for a ball, 2-1. Knee-high Red Sox were UVA Wise. Well, Carson-Newman breaks out the powder blues. Powder blue tops, white pants, and knee-high navy socks. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a tapper foul to the on-deck circle on the third base side. The count moves to 2-2. UVA Wise scored its first ever win in Jefferson City in game 1, 5-2. Scored 4 unanswered after the Eagles were up 2-1 after 4. The 2-2 is a changeup, smacked back up the middle. That's a base hit for Kara Long. So Long singles back up the box. And UVA Wise in business here in the top of the first for Kaylee Jones. Jones socked her 6th home run of the season to add some insurance in game 1 for the Highland Cavaliers. Jones stands in and takes a fastball right down the middle of the plate, 0-1. Jones 1 for 4 in game 1. Rogers wheels and deals the 0-1. That's hit foul back as Allen gives it a look, and it's out of play, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1 out single for Kara Long. The 0-2, a changeup. That's roped by Dye at third. Throw to first in time. Turn 2. Hayden Dye with the electric reflexes at the hot corner. Turns a double play to get the Eagles out of the inning. Facing the minimum. Corbin, Sohm, Harris to the plate for Carson-Newman. After Dye yanked in a double play to finish off the Cavs in the first here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Sydney Collins gets the nod in the circle for Nick and Karen Bitter to start game 2 for the Highland Cavaliers. And Collins, 3.66 ERA and a 6-3 record on the season. 15 walks against 27 strikeouts. She's given up 12 extra base hits. And she goes to work against Natalie Corbin, who hits the first pitch foul, 0-1. Corbin was 0 for 3 with a run scored in game number 1. Corbin extended her reach base streak to 29 consecutive games after she got hit in game 1. Pitches in the turf for a ball, 1-1. But it does mark just the second time this season that Corbin has scored a run, and Carson-Newman has lost. Eagles 21-2 now when Corbin crosses the plate. Collins wheels and deals the 1-1. Corbin flips it foul territory, third base side and onto the hillside. 1-2 for UVA Wise. No changes defensively outside of the pitcher. McDermott, Miles, and Barney left to right across the outfield. Buchanan plays at third, Long at short, Milne at second, and Jones at first, and McKnight does the catching for a second consecutive game. The right-hander Collins deals the 1-2, down and away to Corbin, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We talked about it in game 1, UVA Wise has beaten every ranked team it's faced now. Wins over Carson-Newman, Lincoln Memorial, and Anderson. However, they split the previous 2 doubleheaders. Eagles trying to do that too. The 2-2. Corbin swings, slow roller to the left side of the circle. It's picked up by the third baseman, Buchanan. Corbin was going to be there anyway, but she takes second base on the throwing error and motors all the way to third as it comes in from right field. So a single to third base from Natalie Corbin, and she takes third base on the throwing error. Corbin, so quick, absolutely beats the throw. Puts the pressure on to take 2 bases, and it brings up Leah Sohm with a chance to give the Eagles an early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. First pitch, Sohm squibs foul off of the third base line. 0-1. Collins checks her wrist protector. Here's the 0-1. Sohm swings, bouncer back up the box. The shortstop fields. Throw to first is in time to get Sohm, but she does her job and scores Natalie Corbin. 1-0. Eagles lead on the 6-3 RBI ground out for Leah Sohm. And it's a 1-0 advantage for Emily Harris to come to the plate. Carson-Newman's speed on full display. And Long really had to work for that put out as Harris stings one to short. Long scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time to put away Emily Harris. That was well hit by Harris, just right at Kara Long, who was able to field it off the bounce. 2 away. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Eagles leading on the Sohm RBI groundout. Brings up Hayden Dye, who takes a bouncing ball in the turf for ball 1, 1-0. Carson-Newman has grabbed the lead on an RBI groundout for Leah Sohm. Collins delivers the 1-0. And Dye taps it foul. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. A 1-0 lead for Carson-Newman. Collins. It's the sign and pitches. And Dye will chop it over the head of the pitcher. It's grabbed by Long at short before it lands for a second bounce. And she turns it over to first to put away Dye, 6-3. So after a leadoff single and an error, Natalie Corbin able to score on a 6-3 groundout, but back-to-back 6-3 groundouts in the inning. 1-0 Eagles lead it after 1 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
One nothing. Carson-Newman has grabbed a lead on UVA Wise here in the second inning, as McKnight leads things off for the Highland Cavaliers, and the first pitch from Rogers to her is fouled off. 0-1. Mallory McKnight, 235 batter on the year. She was 1 for 4 with a run batted in game 1. Hitting .308 as a leadoff hitter. She takes high for a ball, 1-1. Rogers, the reigning sack pitcher of the week. She has been untouchable when she's been on. Opponents just batting 1-56 off of her. The 1-1. Looping change hangs inside for a ball, 2-1. However, in 66 and a third innings pitched, not only has she struck out 77, but she's also walked 59. Here's the 2-1. Down and in for a ball, 3-1. Really tough to put a ball in play on Rogers, but he's also been prone to have some bases loaded walk situations, but she's pitched well for the last week. Misses down low there and issues a leadoff free pass to McKnight. So Mallory McKnight on first base, and that will continue the string. Every game in which Rogers has pitched, she has walked at least one. Brings up Alexis Miles. The first pitch that Miles sees is hit in the air to right. Vandergriff trotting back, seizes it as she backpedals in right field, and puts away Miles on the F9. So one away. McKnight has to stay put on first base, and this brings up the pitcher, Collins. Collins just hitting .111 on the season. 1 hit and 9 trips to the dish. Rogers pitches, and Collins takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Kevin Massengale is calling the balls and strikes in this one. Charlie Garnett is the ump at first base, and Tanya Cash is in the field at third. Rogers, 0-1 and dealing. Swing and a miss. Collins is in a 0-2 hole. Rogers trying to work around the leadoff walk. Teams are 0 for 23 at the plate against Rogers with runners on base over the last 3 games. Make it 0 of 24 as Collins strikes out swinging. Second K of the day for Sierra Rogers, and she's up to 79 on the season. So Rogers strikes out her opposite number. And it brings up Buchanan, who takes low for a ball, 1-0. Maddie Buchanan, 250 hitter on the season. She was 0 for 1 with 2 walks in game number 1. Rogers delivers low for ball 2. Sierra Rogers up over 26 pitches now. Stake to a 1-0 lead in the top of the second with 2 out and 1 on. 2-0 stays high, 3-0 to Maddie Buchanan. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Carson-Newman leading 1-0 off the RBI ground out from Leah Sohm in the bottom of the first. The 3-0 burns the turf, 4 straight pitches out of the zone and a walk for Buchanan. 2 out. And Madison Milne to the bat rack. Milne, .143 hitter on the season. 1 knock and 7 at-bats for the second baseman. But she has driven in 4 runs on the season. Got an RBI opportunity here with 2 out and McKnight on second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up with it. 0-1. Rogers just throws so hard. And UVA Wise has been late to start off this game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Milne tardy again, 0-2. A leadoff walk for McKnight, a 2-out walk for Buchanan. Rogers having to pitch around base runners, but she's got Milne in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs, and Rogers is to 80 strikeouts on the season. Her third of the game. Wise strands 2 in the second. Eagles carry a 1-0 lead to the bottom half of the inning when we return after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
I joined the Guard for the simple fact that I could be home and also in the military. So I can have a civilian job and also in the military. I would tell somebody who's trying to join the Guard and thinking about it that it's a great opportunity. Opportunities for school, training, discipline, leadership. There's a lot of opportunities. It broadens your spectrum.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Macy Hughes leads off for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the second inning with the Eagles staked to a 1-0 lead on UVA Wise, and Collins bounces the first pitch to Hughes off the plate. 1-0. Sydney Collins gave up a leadoff knock to Natalie Corbin. A two-base throwing error moved her to third, and an RBI ground out for Leah Sohm brought an unearned run across to give the Eagles this early 1-0 lead. The 1-0. Hughes sits on a strike at the belt in her half, 1-1. The count to Macy Hughes, country's leader, now second, pardon me, in RBI with 44 of them on the year. The pitch, Hughes swings on it, drives it into the right center field alleyway. It bounces over the glove of the right fielder, Barney, and as a result, Hughes motors into third base with a triple. Hard hop over Barney's head, and the Eagles in business with Macy Hughes and her second triple of the season. Hughes well hit in the alleyway into right center field. Barney tried to play it back, but it was always going to bounce over her head, and that brings up Carmen Holt. And the first pitch to Holt is in there for a strike. 0-1. Holt 1 for 3 with a walk in game number 1. Collins rocks and fires the 0-1. That's in for a strike as well, 0-2. Collins finding the zone, 16 pitches, 12 for strikes in this one. Collins, the 0-2 offering. Holt watches it zip by low for a ball, 1-2. Insurance run, 60 feet away for Carson-Newman. The pitch. Holt will bounce it deep into the hole at short. There is no play for the shortstop. Now, a throwing error will let Hughes come home. So you've got a base hit and an infield single for Carmen Holt, and then a throwing error because Hughes was holding, and her dancing off of third scores her. It's 2-0 Eagles. So Holt gets an infield single, and then the throwing error by the shortstop with Hughes dancing lets Hughes come in and moves Holt over to second base. Pitch to Vandergrift, stung back up the box. That's a base hit. Holt rounding hard around second. She scores standing. Vandergrift heads into second on the throw, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Eagles. Eagles lead it. As Holt scores from second on the RBI single from Mary Vandergrift. And up comes Sierra Rogers. Swings at the first pitch and hits it foul, 0-1. Nobody out for Sierra Rogers. The 0-1. Rogers will loft it in the air, shallow center field. Racing in is Miles, who settles under it to put away Rogers. First out of the inning. Brings up Sienna Cameron, the 9-hole batter. Cameron, 1 for 3 with a strikeout in game number 1. The lefty stands in against the right-hand hurling Collins. 2 across in the inning for the Eagles. Cameron takes outside for a ball, 1-0. An infield single to third for Carmen Holt. And then a throwing error by the shortstop Long brings Hughes in. Vandergrift an RBI single up the middle to score Carmen Holt. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs for a ball, 2-0. Everybody in the infield was crashing in, anticipating a bunt from Sienna Cameron. But it's 2-0 as the pitch was low. Collins brings the 2-0 to the plate. Cameron swings. A chopper bounces past the shortstop long, rolls into left center field. It's a base hit for Cameron. Vandergrift scores from 2 bases away, and the Eagles have struck for 3 in the inning. Carson-Newman has a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the second, and Natalie Corbin to the plate. That ball had eyes, getting past the leaning shortstop long to score Vandergrift from 2 bases away. Corbin, a single and a run scored her first time up. First pitch came around a bunt and takes strike 1, 0-1. So because of the hits here in the inning, everything is earned in spite of the throwing error that helped Hughes come in. Here's the 0-1. Bunted. Corbin, third base side. Charging it is the third baseman, Buchanan. Her throw to first is not in time to Milne covering the bag, and it's an infield bunt single for Natalie Corbin. Cameron off to second base. And the Eagles keep it rolling. Corbin so quick. I don't think she was ever in the camera's frame as we got to look at the replay up here in the booth. Brings Leah Sohm to the plate. Birthday girl fouls the first pitch off to the left, 0-1. A 3-run bottom of the second has staked Carson-Newman to a 4-0 lead on UVA Wise. Sohm's 0 for 1 today. But it was a productive 0 for 1. She drove in a run with an RBI ground out. The 0-1 bounces in the turf. Wild pitch moves up the runners. 1-1. Cameron over to third. Corbin to second. That ball bounced off the plate, and McKnight really never stood a prayer of having it blocked. Caught the right lip of the plate. 1-1. Sohm swings, roller to short. The look of the runner. The throw to first isn't in time. Cameron comes home. It's an RBI single for Leah Sohm and a 5-0 lead for the Eagles. Speed kills for Carson-Newman. And Carson-Newman plays add-on with its 4th run of the inning. A 5-0 lead for the Eagles. And the speed fully on display for Carson-Newman. Brings up Emily Harris. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Collins pitches. Harris swings, slips it through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Great hit and run executed by Emily Harris. She drives in Natalie Corbin with that single through the left side. Sohm over to second. And Carson-Newman extends its lead to 6-0. And this will bring Karen Bitter out of the dugout to have a chat. The hits, they just keep a-coming for Carson-Newman. Eagles seeing the ball well. That pitch was up. Harris still took a whack. And she easily drives in Natalie Corbin to put the Eagles up 6-0. Five runs off of 7 hits in the inning for the Eagles. Dye, the 9th player in the order. to come to the plate. Still just one out. That was a long time ago. I thought that this will never happen again, and I stuck it in the game notes. And it was the last time that every player in the order had a hit in the inning. And you got to go back to 2015. Eagles scored 15 runs in the second at Fort Valley State on February 19th. They would go on to win that game. It was 31-3 the final. Most runs scored in a game in Carson-Newman history. You're a ways away there, but the only people that haven't gotten a hit this inning are Dye and Sierra Rogers. Everybody else has hit successfully. Sohm is on second and Harris is on first for Carson-Newman. Collins stays in the game. Bunt squared. Throw to third, not in time as Dye pulled it back. Double steal for Sohm and Harris. They both successfully swiped bags 25 and 21 of the year. 25 for Sohm, 21 for Harris. And the Eagles have two in scoring position now for Hayden Dye. 1-0. And Collins pitches. Dye swings. That's through the left side of the infield. A base hit. Stop sign held up for Harris at third, but Sohm scores standing. It's an RBI single through the left side for Hayden Dye. The 8th hit of the inning for the Eagles, and a 7-0 lead for Carson-Newman with Macy Hughes back to the bat rack. Hughes, first pitch is low for a ball. Dye steals second with no throw. Not going to chance letting Emily Harris steal home. So Hayden Dye has a stolen base, the first of the year for her. Sydney Collins, the 1-0. Hughes will lift this one into left center field. It's down for a base hit. Station to station go the Eagles. Hughes an RBI single into right center field. Dye motors to third. Harris scores standing. And the hits just keep coming. A 7-run bottom of the second for Carson-Newman. And it would appear that is the end of the road for Sydney Collins. Macy Hughes, an RBI single to left. 7 runs off of 9 hits in the inning for Carson-Newman. And an 8-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. And UVA Wise will bring in Olivia Noley to pitch. She was the original starter before the Bitters did the old switch, the DP and pitcher move after the top of the first. We'll have more on Nolly here in a moment here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials from pens to phone chargers are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Olivia Nolly issues a first pitch strike to Carmen Holt. Second pitch is swung on, grounded into the hole at short. Nice diving grab by Long, gobbles it up, but Holt is aboard with her second RBI single of the inning. Infield knock scores Dye. Hughes over to second. Carson-Newman has 10 hits in the frame. Still just one out on the board, and Mary Vandergrift to the plate for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Vandergriff is low for a ball, 1-0. Vandergriff, well, she already has an RBI single up the middle to her name this inning. 8 runs across and a 9-0 lead for the Eagles here in the second. Pitch from Noli is in for a strike, 1-1. Olivia Noli, 0-1, 10 in the third innings of work, has given up 16 runs, 13 of them earned, including 6 doubles. Noli, the 1-1. Vandergriff swings, slow roll to third. It's grabbed by the third baseman, Buchanan, who retreats the bag for the force on Hughes. Vandergriff aboard on a fielder's choice to third. Holt into second. And Hughes out on the play. That's just the second out of the inning. And it brings up Sierra Rogers, the only player in the order who doesn't have a hit this inning for Carson-Newman. And she takes high for a ball, 1-0. Rogers, she flied out to center field her first time up. The pitch. Rogers takes outside for a ball, 2-0. Carson-Newman dropped game 1, 5-2, and almost poked the Eagles awoke. Carson-Newman scored 8 times here in the bottom of the second for a 9-0 lead. The 2-0. Rogers nips it foul to the backstop, 2-1. 8 players have 10 hits in the inning for the Eagles. Knoll, the 2-1. Or Noli, pardon me. Fires low, 3-1. You haven't even had a chance, really, for the Eagles to get every player in the order a hit in an inning since it happened back in 2015 against Fort Valley State. Rogers, the only one who hasn't done it. The 3-1 off the plate away. And unless the Eagles bat around once more, it's not going to happen. Rogers walks to load the bases. And that brings up Sienna Cameron. Boy, what a what a trip that would be if the Eagles give Rogers another crack at a hit this inning. First pitch to Cameron is walloped to short. It's scooped up by the shortstop Long. Her throw to second is in time to Milne, the second baseman covering the second base bag, and that is the inning. But good night. Carson-Newman does work. 8 runs off of 10 hits and an error in the inning. Eagles leave them loaded. But Carson-Newman carries a 9-0 lead after 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
What is it that makes you powerful? It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer. You're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
AEC, bringing the winning game plan to your team.
Well, UVA Wise has its work cut out for it now. Cavs down 9-0 as we come to the third inning. As Rogers' first pitch is upstairs to Barney, 1-0. Carson-Newman scores 8 times off of 10 hits in the second. Pitch misses, 2-0. And the Eagles in control of this one, thanks to the big outburst. The pitch drops low, 3-0 to Barney. This is low for ball 4. Second straight inning with a leadoff walk for the Cavaliers. That's what UVA Wise needs. Down 9-0 in the third. Base runners. Lineup turns back to the top of the order for McDermott. She struck out her first time through. Rogers pitches low for a ball, 1-0. 9-0, Carson-Newman, the lead. 9 runs off of 11 hits for Carson-Newman. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for the Cavaliers. The 1-0. That's on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. One. Downstairs for ball 2. Two and 1. Tipped foul. 2 and 2. The 2-2 pitch. Tapped foul to the backstop. Count stays even at 2 and 2. The 2-2. Biggs changeup. Loops high for ball 3. That loads the count. Rogers in danger of issuing back-to-back walks to lead off the top of the third with the Eagles in the driver's seat 9-0. The pitch bounces off of home plate, ball 4. Back-to-back walks after the lengthy wait for Sierra Rogers to get back out there. Nobody out, 2 on, and Michael Graves is out from the dugout to have a word with the Eagles starter. Rogers had to sit for a while as the Eagles tallied 8 runs off of 10 hits in the bottom of the second. Graves, a quick word said. And Kara Long will come to the plate for the Cavaliers. The pitch bounces in front of the plate, movement off both bases, but Allen can't get it up in time. 1-0. Rogers. For every ball, she's thrown a strike so far today. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1 zooms low for ball 2. The 2-1 offering. That swung on, lifted to left. Cameron has it in her sights. And the left fielder grabs the line drive to put away long. 1 away, 2 on. And Kaylee Jones to the plate. Jones is 0 for 1 today. She lined into that 5-3 double play to end the first. Rogers deals downstairs for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. Nice backhand stab by Harris. Turns to Sohm at second for 1. Throw to Hughes in time for 2. 4, 6, 3. Eagles ring it up. Inning over. Eagles unscathed. And Carson-Newman carries a 9-0 lead to the bottom of the third inning. What work for Harris and Sohm for the two-turner, and the nice scoop by Hughes to complete it. 9-0. Carson-Newman angling for the split in this one here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Natalie Corbin leads off the home half of the third by swinging at the first pitch, bouncing it through the right side of the infield. A leadoff single for Natalie Corbin, and Carson-Newman once more on the move. Corbin with a 3-hit day now, her third single of the day, looking for her third run scored of the day. We can close the book on Sydney Collins. An inning of the third for the start, 10 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned for her. First pitch to Leah Sohm is high from Noli, 1-0. You look at Olivia Noli, 2/3 of an inning as Corbin is on the move for second. She steals the bag successfully after the low pitch, takes the count to 2-0. Corbin, 19th steal of the year for her. Eagles with a runner in scoring position. Corbin, a great jump, and the throw never even really had a prayer. The 2-0 to Sohm. Bunted, foul off of home plate, 2-1. 9-0, Carson-Newman leading, bottom of the third inning. Leah Sohm working on a multi-RBI effort. What about the transformation of the birthday girl in her career? This is her 7th multi-RBI effort as she taps this one foul off of first, 2-2. 7th multi-RBI effort this year. She had 2 in her previous 4 years combined. Both of those came back in her sophomore year in 2019. She has more 4 RBI days this year than multi-RBI games, period, over the last 4 years. Came in this season with a career pitch, misses outside for ball 3, with a career total of 13 RBI, and she's sitting on 28 right now. This season is Leah Sohm. I mean, part of it helps when you've got Natalie Corbin batting in front of you, and she's caught lock to get into scoring position as Sohm squibs this one through the middle of the infield. Sohm wants a double out of it. She has it. Natalie Corbin scores from 2 bases away, and the Eagles have a 10-0 lead. The speed on full display for Carson-Newman. That's a single for just about every other player in the Southeast region, but for Leah Sohm, She slides in with a double and sets the table for Emily Harris, who bunts the first pitch foul, 0-1. So Corbin singled through the right side, stole second. Leah Sohm doubles up the middle. And Carson-Newman has a 10-0 lead. The 0-1. Harris swings. Line drive right into the glove of the shortstop Long. Good reaction. And Harris retired on a hard luck out. One away. And this sends Hayden Dye to the plate. Dye's 1 for 2 today. Ground out to short and an RBI single. Dye takes the first pitch low and away for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, one out. Nolly, the 1-0 offering. Dye looks at it outside for ball 2, 2-0. Nolly, it's the first run she's given up so far today. That RBI single from Sohm, the 2-0. Dye lofts it over the head of the second baseman, Milne. It bounces into right field. Sohm will score easily from 2 bases away. It's the second RBI single of the day for Hayden Dye. And an 11-0 lead for the Eagles. 11 runs off of 14 hits for Carson-Newman. And Macy Hughes will try to keep the line moving. She takes upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Macy Hughes, a 2 for 2 day, triple and an RBI single. The 2-0, Hughes fouls to the backstop. Or pardon me, the 1-0, Hughes fouls to the backstop. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Dye on first. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the third for the Eagles. The pitch upstairs, it's 2-1 to Macy Hughes. The pitch, Hughes checks her swing and a pitch. It's in there for a strike anyway, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. An RBI double for Leah Sohm, an RBI single for Hayden Dye here in the frame. The pitch off the plate away for ball 3 to Macy Hughes. Hughes stays even with the dish as Nolly checks her wrist. The payoff pitch. Hughes stings it right at the third baseman, Buchanan. She's able to knock it down but can't recover. And Hughes aboard on a smoker of an infield single. Dye over to second. Hughes just hit a rocket shot at Buchanan. And she was fortunate to knock it down, but couldn't scoop it up in time to make a throw to first. Dye over to second. And Carmen Holt to the plate. UVA-wise training staff having a look at Maddie Buchanan. If there's any doubt whether that's a hit or if error even entered into your mind, it's a hit if the training staff's checking on you after you gloved it. 11-0. Carson-Newman leading bottom of the third. Eagles dropped game 1 5-2, but they have found their footing here in the nightcap. Carmen Holt to the plate. Swings and taps the first pitch foul, 0-1. Holt, 2 for 2 today. Got a 2 RBI day to her name as Nolly pitches. Holt looks at it low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 11 runs off of 15 hits for the Eagles in this one. 1-1. Holt tomahawks it down the left field line. Fair ball. Extra bases for Holt as it rattles into the corner. Dye and Hughes will both score standing. Holt, a 2 RBI double down the left field line. And the Eagles extend the lead. It's 13-0 in the bottom of the third. Carmen Holt, a 4 RBI day for the Lawrenceburg, Kentucky native. It brings up Mary Vandergriff, who takes a first pitch strike. 0-1. Holt, 4 RBI day. That's a career high for her. 5th career multi-RBI day. Vandergriff bounces this one to short. Backhand by Long. She drops it. Vandergriff aboard on the E6. Holt had to hold at second. And there's 2 on base. Sends Sierra Rogers to the plate. First pitch, Rogers swings at, lifts it to straightaway center field. Deuces. A 3-run moonshot for Sierra Rogers. And it's a 16-0 lead for the Eagles. First career home run for Rogers. And the line just keeps moving for Carson-Newman. Sienna Cameron to the plate. And she takes outside for a ball, 1-0. An 8-run second, a 7-run third for Carson-Newman. The 1-0. Cameron watches it dart low for ball 2. Well, if you're Michael Graves, you're asking, where on earth was this in game number 1? A sensational game 2 effort for the Eagles. The 2-0. Cameron swings, bounces it through the right side. That's a base hit. Everything flowing for the Eagles here in the nightcap. '18th hit of the day for Carson-Newman, and now Michael Graves has the lineup card out. Natalie Corbin's not going to get a crack at a 4th hit, one would presume, with the Eagles leading 16-0 off of 18 hits. And Mari Robbins will get a pinch hit try in place of Natalie Corbin. Mari Robbins. 1 hit and 9 tries this season. Has scored 8 runs. Great pinch runner as Robbins takes a first pitch strike. 0-1. 1 in the first. 8 in the second. 7 in the third for Carson-Newman. The 0-1. Upstairs. 1-1. And this is what happened to Wise against Anderson. They took a tight game. Late inning home run gave UVA Wise a 1-0 win, or a 1-run win, 3-2 win over Anderson. The 1-1. Robbins swings it foul off of third, 1-2. And then Anderson just pummeled him in the nightcap, 11-1. And that is what Carson-Newman is doing. The 16 runs that the Eagles have scored, 4th most in a conference game. Trying to match that Catawba game on Saturday for the 3rd most. Most was the 23 Carson-Newman scored against Brevard in 2015. Robbins a little flare. It's grabbed by the second baseman Milne, and it's a double play with Cameron leaning off of first, 4-3. So that finishes off the inning. 7 runs off of 7 hits. An error in the frame Eagles don't leave anybody on base. It's a 16-0 lead for Carson-Newman through 3. This one's certainly in run rule territory. Cavs to the bat rack when we return after these messages here on the Eagle Sports Network.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
Into waking up the neighborhood. Latte for Christine.
I get my power from the co-op so I can put my energy into planting seeds for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, power to your community, for your community, so your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
My 69 Camaro.
Who powers you?
AEC, the right call for your energy needs. Let us help you score success.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Couple changes defensively for Carson-Newman. Natalie Corbin has come out of the game in center field. Mari Robbins replaces her there. And Boo Sturgill has replaced Mary Vandergriff in right. Mallory McKnight leads things off for the Cavaliers, taking a first pitch strike at the belt, 0-1. $16-0 Eagles through 3, the 0-1. Drops low to McKnight, 1-1. Well, this result holds. It'll go down as the largest margin of victory in series history for either team. Eagles won 10-1 last year for the previous mark, the 1-1. Misses low at the knees, 2-1. McKnight has walked today. No official ABs yet, the 2-1. Inside for ball 3. 16-0 Carson-Newman. In the driver's seat, an 8-run second, a 7-run third for Carson-Newman. Rogers, the 3-1. Hit foul to the backstop, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Downstairs for ball 4. 5th walk of the day for Sierra Rogers, but she's done a good job so far of working around base runners, and granted her defense has helped her out too. 2 out of the 3 innings so far today have ended in double plays. Brings up Alexis Miles, who's 0 for 1 today. But hold the phone on that as Karen Bitter has her lineup card out. What's the move here for the Highland Cavaliers? Cavs with a pinch hitter. Still waiting to get a beat on the number. It's Chloe Bailey. So Chloe Bailey with a pinch hit at bat here. And she fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Bailey, this is just her 3rd potential at-bat of the season. She struck out and grounded out, 0 for 2 on the year, with a run scored as a pinch runner. Rogers deals the 0-1. Bailey lofts it to center field. Robbins settles under it and makes the grab just beyond the logo in center to put away Bailey. So 1 away. Brings up now the designated player, Sydney Collins. Collins started the game in the circle but got chased. She has a strikeout to her name at the plate as Rogers deals low for a ball, 1-0. Collins 1 for 10 at the plate this season. Rogers the 1-0. Collins golfs under it. Right side of the infield. Harris onto the outfield grass, calls off Sturgill, and the second baseman makes the play to retire Collins. 2 away. And the third baseman, Buchanan, scheduled to appear. But it's going to be another pinch hitter. And Haley Duckett is taking some practice cuts. So Duckett with a pinch hit at bat. Duckett strides in. 2 for 14 at the plate on the season. As Rogers delivers. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. 0-1. 16-0. An 8-run second, a 7-run third for Carson-Newman. Eagles have blown the barn doors off of this one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch down. 0-2 to Duckett. Top of the fourth inning, 2 out. McKnight on first. And how about Sierra Rogers? Yeah, she's walked 5, but the last 3 games, teams are 0 for 30 at the plate with runners on base against her. That's insane. The 0-2. That's popped in the air on a changeup into the outfield in left. Sohm back, and the shortstop makes the grab to retire Duckett. So a leadoff walk, but the Cavs leave McKnight stranded. 16-0 Eagles, hoping that this is the final time that they bat in this game. Carson-Newman in control here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Well, UVA Wise has gone back to the bullpen and brought in the pitcher from game number 1, McKenna Falwell, who picked up a win in the first contest today, has checked in. Falwell, 7 hits in 7 innings, 2 runs allowed with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, and she'll try to put a halt to this game as Leah Sohm leads things off. And Sohm hits the first pitch foul off the face mask of McKnight behind the plate. 0-1. 1 in the first for the Eagles on a Sohm RBI ground out. Then 8 in the second, 7 in the third for Carson-Newman. The pitch. Sohm swings and misses. 0-2. Leah Sohm working on a multi-hit day. 2 for 3 at the plate, with 2 driven in. 3 driven in, pardon me. That pitch is upstairs, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sohm. Gets on base 58% of the time when she leads off innings. The 1-2. Sohm will slip it down the left field line, turning foul and off the fence, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Leah Sohm. Sohm with a 3 RBI day. She has been a run-producing machine this year. The 1-2. Bouncer over the head of the pitcher, Falwell. Milne grabs it in front of the second base bag, but by the time she gets it in her glove, Solm is aboard first with her third hit of the day. The 19th hit for Carson-Newman of the afternoon. And it sends Emily Harris back to the plate. The first pitch to Harris is flipped foul toward Davis Street, 0-1. Harris an RBI single and a pair of putouts at short. A ground out and a line drive out that Long was able to rob Harris of extra bases. The pitch. Harris fouls it off of third, 0-2. Carson-Newman sitting on 19 hits in this one. They haven't had 20 hits in a game since the 23 at Fort Valley State on February 19th, 2015. The 0-2. Harris swings, bounces it foul off of third. Count holds it. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. Harris back in, nobody out, and Solm on first. Falwell delivers. Harris swings, it's in the air, left side of the infield. The shortstop Long settles under it. And Harris retired on the pop-up. 1 out. And Hayden Dye to the plate. Carson-Newman's had a 20-hit game exactly 5 times in program history. In Fort Valley State the last time it happened. First pitch to Dye is flipped foul. Solm was on the move. 0-1. Carson-Newman had 23 against Fort Valley State on February 19th, 2015. That was actually the second 20-hit day that Carson-Newman had in a span of 12 days. They had 22 against Bluefield State here on February 7th. The pitch upstairs, 1-1 to Dye. The school record, and I would presume that that is likely out of reach, barring an absolute explosion. 26 against Belmont Abbey in 1996. That pitch is in the dirt, and Solm was on the move. She'll steal second. Solm with a great read. Oh, check that. Not a stolen base. I guess that clipped Dye on the way through. So she's on first. First pitch to Macy Hughes is in for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Hughes will slam it through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Solm gets the wave around third. Dye will amble into second. Hughes slides in safely to second. It's an RBI single for Macy Hughes. And Carson-Newman leads 17-0. Fourth most runs in a conference game in program history. And up comes Nico Ferguson for a pinch hit at bat, and she takes a first pitch strike in place of Carmen Holt. Ferguson had an RBI double in her last pinch hit at bat. That was against Catawba. The pitch upstairs. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A 17-0 lead for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 20 hits for the 6th time in school history. Pitch outside, 2-1. Well, Carson-Newman had a lot of little things go wrong in game 1. The 2-1. Ferguson takes for a strike. It's 2-2. Everything has gone right here in game number 2. Balls have found holes. Carson-Newman's pounded out 20 hits. The 2-2. Ferguson takes inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dye on third, Hughes on second. The pitch. Ferguson checks her swing and a pitch upstairs. Ball 4. Bases loaded. And Ferguson will exit. And Carmen Holt will come back in to run for her. Brings up Boo Sturgill. Well, similar situation for Sturgill. Her last at-bat against Catawba, as Karen Bitter is out from the dugout to have a word with the Wise infield. This performance here in the nightcap certainly, well, amazing if you're a Carson-Newman fan, but it leaves you all the more frustrated from the 5-2 loss in game number 1. Eagles on aggregate up 19-5 through the twin bill. But record-wise, barring a just titanic collapse, it's going to be a split. So Boo Sturgill, last at bat, grand slam. Bases loaded for her with 1 out. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. After Boo Sturgill, Sierra Rogers is scheduled to appear, and she is getting loose in the on-deck circle. Carson-Newman scored 1 in the inning on a Hughes RBI single. The pitch, low, 1-1. 17 runs off of 20 hits for the Eagles, 6th time in program history. Carson-Newman's had 20 knocks in a game. Here's the 1-1. Sturgill will flare it foul off the right field line, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Dye, Hughes, and Holt on the paths. The 1-2. Off the plate away to Sturgill, 2-2. Falwell. 21 pitches in a third of an inning in this relief effort. 2 hits and a run across with a walk. The 2-2. Sturgill clubs it foul off the facing of the dugout on the third base side. Count holds, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 17-0. Carson-Newman in control of this one. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs to Sturgill to load the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 17-0. Eagles in the bottom of the 4th, bases loaded. The payoff pitch to the plate. Sturgill swings, tips it foul into McKnight's mitt, and she strikes out. Second out of the inning. And it brings up Sierra Rogers. Rogers broke free of a slump in her last at-bat with a long home run. She'll swing at the first pitch here. Ground it to short. Long takes it to the second base bag. Holt beats her there. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Sierra Rogers. And Carson-Newman extends its lead to 18-0. And Madison Levi will come in for a pinch hit at bat. She swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Levi had a double against Catawba on Saturday, her first hit of the season. The 0-1. That's in for a strike, 0-2. 18 runs, second time in 4 games that Carson-Newman has scored 18 on a sac foe. The 0-2. Upstairs to Levi, 1-2. And good Lord, just everything has found pay dirt here in the nightcap. Bases loaded, 2 out. The 1-2. Levi will swing and loft it into center field. Shouldn't trouble Miles, and it doesn't. She settles under it to put away Levi. But Carson-Newman scores twice more. An RBI single from A.C. Hughes, an RBI fielder's choice for Sierra Rogers. And the Eagles, well, for Wise to extend it, they need to score 11 times in the top of the fifth. Eagles in line for a run rule triumph here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Well, Carson-Newman dropped game one of this doubleheader 5-2 to UVA Wise. They are leaving no doubt here in the nightcap, up 18-0 on the Highland Cavaliers. And UVA Wise is going to start off the top of the fifth with a pinch hitter in Abigail Mills. Mills, 1 for 2 on the season as Rogers pitches to her. Swing and a miss for strike one, 0-1. Rogers is dealt to Dandy. Gave up a one-out single to Kara Long in the first. Had to work around some walks since then, but she's been on point. The 0-1. Mills tardily swings, 0-2. Walked 5, 3 strikeouts. And Rogers in line, the sack player of the week for a second consecutive one-hit shutout. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sierra Rogers strikes out Mills on 3 straight pitches. And another pinch hitter will come to the plate for the Highland Cavaliers. Emma McCauley takes low for a ball to begin this at-bat. 1-0. McCauley, 2 for 11 at the plate this season. That pitch finds the zone, 1-1. Well, it's an eternity back for UVA Wise. You got to score 11 times this inning to extend the game. Double-digit runs in innings don't come along that often. The 1-1, soft pop-up, left side of the infield. Dijk's charge at third. She retires McCauley, and there's 2 away. 18-0. Carson-Newman playing angry here in the nightcap after losing game 1 5-2. Lineup turns back to the top of the order for Jenna McDermott, who's 0 for 1 today. Rogers deals to her. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Carson-Newman, 20 hits for the 6th time in school history. 18 runs in a conference game for the 4th time in school history. The 1-0, low and away for a ball, 2-0. 18-run margin, should it stand, would match the 2nd largest margin of victory in a conference game in school history, and the Eagles would do it for a 2nd time in 4 games. Rogers finds the zone, 2-1. Carson-Newman did it Saturday against Catawba in an 18-0 win, and UVA Wise, which has 3 wins over ranked teams, probably a bit better than Catawba. One of those wins, just it is against Carson-Newman earlier today. The 2-1. Down and away for ball 3. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch on the outside edge for a strike to load the count, 3-2. Count loaded up on Jenna McDermott, who's walked and struck out today. Cavs down 18-0 in the top of the 5th. Eagles in line for the run rule win. Rogers delivers. It's swung on, lifted down the left field line, and it'll land foul to keep the at-bat alive for McDermott. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 18-0. Carson-Newman in control. Rogers, the payoff pitch. Flipped foul toward Davis Street. Do it again at 3-2. A 1-run first, 8 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth for the Eagles. Cruising in this one. The 3-2. Swinging a line drive right back to Rogers in the circle. Ball game over. That kind of luck for Carson-Newman here in the nightcap. Sierra Rogers, lightning quick reflexes to grab a line drive out on what was a low ball downstairs. And Carson-Newman triumphs in this one. 18-0. The Eagles prevail. 20 hits in a game for the 6th time in school history. It's tied for the 2nd largest margin of victory in school history for a South Atlantic Conference game. And the Eagles throttle the Highland Cavaliers in the nightcap 18-0. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics comes your way on Tuesday, a week from today. Baseball hosting DePauw at 1 p.m. For our fantastic crew, our director, Brian White, Richard Martin, our replay operator, and our camera crew, Micah Edwards, Brianna Witt, and Katie Denton. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from the Vic Eagles win in the nightcap, 18-0 over the Highland Cavaliers. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. Until then, have a pleasant rest of this Tuesday here on the Eagles Sports Network.